Good evening and salutations, my General Hospital fans. So, what can I really say about this episode? Not a lot, because not a lot happened. I I still took down some notes, even though not a lot of shit happened. So it's gonna kind of be a little bit all over the place a little bit. But before I get started on this recap, I was watching my guy Brock TV, and he brought up something that was really interesting. So, and I don't know why that I didn't see this shit. It makes me feel kind of slow, but Michael has so many people running his life, and it's actually pretty fucking pathetic when you stop and think about it. You know, his mom is always there to sit there and take care of his problems. You got Willow, you got Sasha, that is, you know, trying to come up with solutions and trying to fight Michael's battles. And, I mean, I get that in some sort of way they're all connected to Wiley, and most of them are connected to Wiley through Michael, but it's like Michael just takes a back seat and just let the people in his life just decide shit. I'm surprised Jocelyn has been one of the main people in his life that decides what's good for Michael and Wiley and stuff like that. Like, I just you know, even Carly just storming off and being like, alright, well, I'm gonna finish this, and Michael's just like, well, this is gonna be bad. I'm sitting there thinking about it now, and I'm like, bro, why don't you go and do something? Why don't you actually go and take care of Nell? Handle Nell. Handle Nell the same way you handle Sonny. You know? Remember way back when Michael handled Sonny as far as the custody battle? Handle Nell. Handle her. Handle your damn business. Stop having all these, you know, all these women in your life and that they're controlling your life and your son's life and just running shit. And I'll probably speak more on that, but it was just something that was interesting, and Brock was just like, yo, I'm pretty much kind of done with this character. And after hearing him, I was like, there's a point. I mean, I like Michael, I do, but I gotta admit, he was spot on about it. So, going into this episode again, not really a lot happened. There was more flashbacks than like an actual episode. You know, they showed weird scene. They showed Jocelyn playing Carly and Nina playing Carly's stepmother. And all it showed was that Carly wanted more for her life when she was growing up, and you know, the stepmom was like, listen, we got to get life going on here. What's the problem? You know, like, you just went through an interview and you practically turned it down. And why? Because you want to sit there and chase some sort of fairy tale the same way that Frank was sitting there chasing fairy tales. And that's pretty much was the summary of that flashback. I gotta be honest, if you were planning on watching this like later on tonight, you can skip it. You can skip it. You can skip this episode. And because really nothing happened. I'm looking through my notes now. Oh, so the only important part that was about to happen was Nina was about to convince Nell to sign the papers. Sign the you know, the consent form, so that way he can have his second surgery. And, you know, she was playing right into her, you know. She was like, listen, you know, she was getting Nell to, you know, you saw the wheels turning. As far as, you know, saying, hey, listen, you know, do this to show that you're a good mother and a better person and the Corinthos and stuff like that. You need to do this. It's just going to look good for you in the courtroom. And just as Nell was about to agree to what Nina was saying, Carly comes in and just wrecks the whole fucking thing. So good job, Carly. Good job for not keeping your nose out of Michael's business more than 5 fucking minutes. I get it, it's your grandson, but to be honest, Michael should be handling this. Just as she was about to sit there and agree, Carly comes in, and You know, the only important parts to get from that conversation is that, you know, Nell was like, listen, you're just like me. And you know, which is true, and it's so sad because Nell was pretty much just, she practically said that the baby was her golden ticket, and that's pretty much how she saw her own fucking son, as just a means to an end. That's so sad, and it almost kind of pisses me off a little bit, but she basically was like, listen, you're just like me. You know, you came into town to destroy your mother's relationship, just like I came to town to destroy your relationship. Um, you use Michael as a way to get into the Quartermaines, just like, you know, Nella's using Wiley as a way to get into the Quartermaines and the Corinthos and stuff like that and get into high society. Um, you know, you lie, you cheat your way into getting everything, and Nell was just like, I want to be just like you. And this is pretty much all it really comes down to. She was like, I want to have all my sins, absolved, just like you. Because when you stop and think about it, she wasn't wrong. You know, Carly came to town to blow Bobby's marriage apart. She got knocked up with a very rich man, to get into the graces of a very powerful family. And you know, she also hooked her fucking claws into Sonny. She was a user. She lied, she cheated, she manipulated to get what she wanted. So to be honest, it's not like she's really that much better than now. I haven't really went back that far to see how the whole thing played out. I don't know if she actually tried to use Michael as a bargaining chip, but if she did, then damn, she really is no fucking better. But I can't be sure because again, I didn't see it from that far back. But yeah, just one sec. I'm just kind of really looking over my. Oh, so yeah, they had a strategy meeting again, which I gotta be honest, these shits are just fucking pointless. Um, all that comes out of it is Willow Smith is saying that Michael has to do something, we have to do something, and Chase basically saying that he got deposed as a witness to the whole, you know, consent form being missing and force and stuff like that, and you know, Nell being pretty much locked out in the the hospital. Well, locked upstairs in the hospital all night. So, you know, Chase is a witness. Chase is a witness. And yeah, so Chase is a witness, and that's pretty much about it. She basically is, all Chase said was that if you know, Nell wins, it's gonna be trouble because, you know, she's going after both Bobby and fuck, I can't remember her fucking name now. Bobby. I feel like such a dumbass. Bobby. What the hell is her name? Bobby and Monica. Wow. So yeah, honestly, to tell you the truth, nothing came from it. And you know, the sad thing is that, you know, when they do these little pauses about how to best handle Wiley's situation, you know, they do these awkward pauses, and the only thing that comes from it is the fact that Michael and Willow needs to get married. That's it. That is it. That is literally it. And you know, Wiley walks away. I mean, no, Willow walks away during this whole brainstorming session, and Sasha goes after her, and you know, honestly, tell you the truth, they just really talk for no fucking reason. And, you know, Chase is like, well, the law's on the side, and Willow is getting all emotional, talking about well, the law. You know, she should be doing what's right. She's saying everything that everyone already knows. And I think that's kind of the issue that I've been having with these brainstorming ideas. One of two. Two, that Michael needs to kind of start to run his own damn life. Great job, Brock TV, for actually catching that. Can't believe I missed that, but whatever. And Jocelyn, in a not so secret way, is basically saying, Jason, you need to handle this. I don't care if you need to put a bullet in her, but you need to handle this. I don't know why that was actually. I felt like that part might have been erased from the previews, but basically, Jason was just like, so what do you want me to do? And Jason was just pretty much talking to Jocelyn about how Nella has this power of making people think that she is stronger than she really is, and just putting ideas into people's heads, making Michael love her, making the Court of Remains trust her, making Brad do something that he shouldn't have done. Nella has a power of making people believe in her and what she wants from them. And that's pretty much all Jason was saying. And Jason was just like, listen, if you feed into that, you're playing right into Nella's hands. And that's pretty much the episode. I mean, I can't think of anything else that happened during that whole fucking scene. I mean, it was a very awkward scene watching Jocelyn be Carly and watching Nina be Carly's mother. And honestly, to tell you the truth, this whole episode was just, it was 50% flashback. It was literally 50% flashback. Nothing happened during this fucking episode that advanced the storyline. And I think that is something, unfortunately, that I have to take away from this episode. I don't know what tomorrow's episode is going to be like. I saw the previews. And I gotta be honest with you. It doesn't look like much is going to happen tomorrow out there. I don't know if they started slowing down because of the whole production thing. But tomorrow is going to be the last episode of the week, in case people are not aware. Friday is going to be a flashback episode. Now, I'm not saying that I will review it, but if I peek the episode and I see what it's about, I might do a video on it. I just hope that they go back further. So, that's pretty much it for the recap of General Hospital. Again, nothing happened. So if you DVR'd it, or if you're going to be watching on Hulu, and you don't really watch every episode, this is definitely a skippable fucking episode. It's definitely skippable, pretty much forgettable, and yeah. So, have a good day, or good night, depending on when you're watching this video. Thank you for watching these these videos, and I enjoy doing them. Shout out again to my guy Brock TV for just giving me that whole perspective on Michael, and just how he has all these people running his life for him instead of him actually stepping up as a man and handling his business. He has Carly, he has Willow, he has Sasha, he has Nina, pretty much kind of just running this whole custody thing. And I'm like, Michael, you need to handle your damn business. So, have a good day, a good night, depending on when you're watching this. Be safe, wash your hands, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next review.